Hi everyone, Allie and Terry here with Rethink Antique. It's been a while since we've done a video for you, but we thought we'd take you on our thrifting adventure for today. Dad and I are actually headed to a place called the Goodwill Bins, which is near us where we are here in Rochester, New York. Many of you might be familiar with what Goodwill retail stores are, but the bins are a little bit different. So I'm going to have Dad explain a little bit better of how the bins are a little different than the actual Goodwill stores. All right, Dad.
Okay, actually the bins are what's left over after all their sales and stuff at the regular Goodwill stores. They bring out literally these giant bins just full of stuff. They organize it a little bit, but not really well. You just kind of line up and wait for them to bring them out, and you can't touch anything. Sometimes they even cover them up. You can't touch anything until they tell you go, and then it's like a feeding frenzy. There's all walks of life down there, all different kinds of people for different reasons. And excuse me, I had to turn there. And you just never know what you're going to find. We've been making out like bandits at the Goodwill bins. You're liable to find anything. As a matter of fact, as long as we're talking about it, one of the most interesting things we found lately was an artificial or a prosthetic breast that we picked up for maybe $1 or $1.50. Sold it like in 3 days on eBay for $44.95, I think. And another thing was a camera lens we picked up, which was like 50 cents. It was an off-brand I'd never heard of. I put it on eBay and sold in 10 minutes for $100. So that's the kind of stuff we look for down there. Most of the people down there are looking for clothes and that sort of thing for their kids and housewares and that sort of stuff. So we just kind of let the feeding frenzy die down, and then we go and pick what's left. And that's pretty much what it is. It's kind of an interesting place.
Yeah. And it's interesting because they don't price the items per item. So a lot of things are priced by weight. So sometimes, clothing is so much per pound and housewares are so much per pound. So you can really get quite a bit of items, and not spend quite a bit of money. Dad and I probably average maybe $12 to $20 total. And that's when we get a very good, large amount of stuff. So we'll try to get some footage while we are inside, but like Dad said, sometimes it can be a little busy and crazy in here, so we'll see what we can do, but if not, we'll definitely show you a haul of some of the items that we found. So thanks for watching, and we'll check in just a little bit.
Are we the
Hi, Dad. Finding anything yet?
Nothing. Well, a couple of good things in the cart so far, but you just don't know.
Yep. You gotta,
There's a big score in here somewhere.
gotta dig. Yep, can't be afraid to get our hands dirty. That's the fun part.
Like wearing gloves, even a face mask is advisable.
Yep.
There's all kinds of broken and wet, and it's not for the faint of heart.
It's the thrill of the hunt.
Oh, sorry.
All right, YouTubers, so we are back. We actually have a combination of couple hauls that Dad and I have done over the past, 2 or 3 times we've gone to the Goodwill bins. Found quite a few things today, so I'll just go through kind of quickly some of the things that we got that we think we can make some good money on. Lots of our stuff, we have about 3 different ways that we can sell our things. Many things will go to the flea market over the summer. Some things Dad will sell on eBay, and other things will go to our antique booth. So we'll start over here. Got this kind of nautical theme to seize the day, kind of like a boat bag. Oh, that's kind of cute. Give that to you, Dan. This is beautiful. It's quite a large Afghan, and we're pretty sure it's hand crocheted. We looked these up on eBay, and they're going for like $50 to $70 to $80. So we're not sure yet if that'll go in our antique booth, or if we'll try that on eBay. How will that be bad to sell, Dad, do you think?
Oh, no.
Or to ship, I'm sorry.
No, that wouldn't be too bad. I got big bags. Would work for that.
Yep, so sometimes we base what we put on eBay on how bad it would be to the cost of shipping, if it's worth it, and the fees. Some of these, we really don't know too much about these. We got these Snoopy outfits. This one that's in the package is actually from 1958. Couldn't find much about that on eBay, but also found these cute little shorts that go along, and this one even says Snoopy right on it, and has a little hole there for the tail of the stuffed animals. So we're going to have to do a little more research on those, but they were too cute to pass up. Got a couple seasonal things, kind of past the harvest time, no pun intended with the name on it there. But we'll probably keep that in, stored away for when fall comes back around next year. Have a springtime in the garden, just a little decor piece. This little chalkboard, I may keep this for myself. Nothing too, anything great quality there, but just a cute little decoration piece. This mug, we liked the saying, warning, left-handed mug, drink from other side. And I'm a left-handed person in a right-handed world. My mom is actually left-handed, so we're debating keeping that for her. But it is a Hallmark mug, and mugs do pretty good for us. This little piece, I'm not exactly sure. I am not a cook or a chef by any means. My husband is, but not sure. We might keep that. I love the color orange, so just thought that was great, and it was in great condition. You might see prices on some of the items, but we did not pay that price. Like we explained at the beginning of the video, the bins really go by weight, and some of the housewares are so much per pound, and the clothing is so much per pound. So don't pay attention to any of the prices if you see them. Some Texas salt and pepper shakers. Those do pretty well for us at the shops. We just, every time we go to the bins, Dad and I tend to find these Coleman coolers. So we've got a couple of these thermos type things. Just need cleaning up on the outside, but the inside looks great. Little ceramic decoration piece there. Moving over here, Dad, I might have you help me hold up some of these. Do you mind?
Sure.
All right, so we've got a Coors Banquet beer shirt. I think it's a women's, the way that the cut is on it, but it's a size large and just in really good shape, so we picked that up. Beer things tend to do well for us. Do you think that'll be eBay, Dad?
I think so, or maybe the antique booth.
All right.
And this is cool.
This is cool. We tend to, lately, Dan and I go through trends. We seem to be finding a lot of John Deere things. So this says, we'll trade sister for a John Deere. So we might just wash that up quick, but that'll probably go on eBay. Next we found this prisoner of war, the Palmia, that's on the front, and on the back it says U.S. military vet supporter. That's an extra large. It seems to be brand new. Just needs to be cleaned up a little bit, but Dad might even keep that for himself. So we'll see. But if not, that might be eBay, or we're actually going to be setting up some of our knives and military at a gun show coming up, so that might go there. Now this one, Dad, talk to us about this.
Well, being a retiree from Genesee Brewery, this cream ale stuff is you don't see very often, and it's perfect shape, so that's a definite keeper.
That's a keeper. So Dad will be keeping that for sure, the Genesee cream ale shirt. That was a great find. You got to dig when you're at the bins, as you could tell from our previous clips. You never know what you're going to find. This nice Syracuse shirt, long sleeve, looks pretty new. No, stains or tears or anything. So that might be probably eBay.
Probably, yep.
Maybe the shop, since it's kind of
Syracuse fans out there, and they're just down the thruway from us.
Yep, we're here in Rochester. And this kind of interesting shirt, we did look this up at the bins and found it on eBay, selling for about $15 to $18. Charles Darwin versus Jesus Christ. That'll probably be an eBay find. We've got some Alfred Dunner kind of capri pants there. So we're debating. That might be something my mom might wear. The tags, it's brand new with tags. Tags are still on them. So anything we find that's new with tags, we definitely, look to keep first and then sell, of course. And then, Dad, maybe you could explain these a little better.
Well, these are Duluth Trading Company. They got a couple of marks on them, but I think they'll washout, and these are going for pretty good money online anyway. They're pretty much bulletproof.
Yeah, nice, very high quality.
All kinds of ads on TV for them, so that's probably worth the trip right there.
Very good. So that was most of the clothes we found today. We did also find this book. Those of you from the Rochester area where we are, Abby Wambach was a very famous soccer player here from Mercy High School. And we actually found that this had her on, I flipped it over, sorry.
No problem.
Had her autograph on it. Oh, I flipped over the book.
Oh, there we go. Someplace.
So we'll look that up and see if that's selling on eBay. If not, that might be a keeper because I was a pretty big sports person myself. Yeah, so we're pretty sure that's her, and it's in great shape. I think it is missing the exterior cover to the book jacket, but still great there. We're going to have to do a little more research on this Hallmark Keepsake Ornament book for people, and it starts in 1973, and this one goes up to 1988. But you can check off the different Hallmark ornaments you have and kind of go with your collection. Next, we found these were in great shape, just wood napkin holders, a set of 12. This fossil purse from watching Jen, Miss Pudgy Picker. I've learned a lot from you. The fossil purses, I know she usually picks up, and this one was in pretty good shape and pretty clean inside, and the zippers worked pretty well. So that may be eBay, it may be our antique booth, depending on what we look up. Old stapler. Those have done pretty well for us. This was a real interesting piece. Dad and I at first weren't really sure what it was, but it does say that it is made in Yugoslavia, right, Dad? And I did look it up on eBay, and it is a nutcracker, a hand-carved nutcracker from Yugoslavia. They're going for, $15, $18, and some into, $20 range. So that might be an eBay item. We'll see about that. We seem to keep finding kids' gloves. Dad's found quite a few of those the last few trips he's had. This one kind of pink and purple, a little different. So that'll probably be flea market. Do you think, Dad?
Yeah, that'll probably be $5, $10 anyway.
At the flea market. We found this neat eagle, hand-carved gun, rubber band gun, and we might sell that at the gun show coming up. Okay, so we also have this Disney Mickey Mouse shaped ice tray. Not brand new, but it looks in pretty good shape, so just gonna wash that up and that'll probably go on eBay. Dad looked this up. It's a breast milk storage bags, and they are still sealed in the inside. Obviously something like that, we wanna make sure that it has not been used at all, so it was still factory sealed inside. So Dad will be putting that up on eBay. Got a couple just kind of planter outdoor garden items. We're really not exactly sure if this is supposed to be, some sort of bird feeder maybe, or, just a decorative item. Planter there. A yellow plastic Tupperware container. I know those vintage styles tend to go pretty well. And just quickly, this is actually some stuff Dad picked up was it Monday this week, Dad? You went as well?
Just a couple days ago, yeah.
Yep, so we found this. It is NFL apparel that says, if the Chiefs are playing, I'm not napping. Just a little kid's onesie there. Some wood letters we might use for a project. Vintage books. We found at the antique booth, if we bundle them together and sell them, $10, $15 for maybe 3 or 4 stacked together. We found this Boy Scouts of America shirt. Dan and I just recently sold a large lot of Boy Scout patches online. This next item we are keeping for ourselves. Dan and I actually head up to a NASCAR race at Watkins Glen every year. We have friends who are from Canada, so we're going to wear those this year and probably give those to them. Just a small tomato crate here. I think obviously a reproduction, but still cute. People like to decorate with that. Nice, almost brand new bell helmet. We've got a globe here. It does have a cord hookup. There's supposed to be lights on the inside that Dad could not get to work, so we might just cut off the cord and sell it as is, but globes tend to do pretty well for us. And anything else? Oh, and I was saying John Deere has done well for us. We've got 2 of those, is it Mega Blocks, Dad, that those go to? Yep, so John Deere Mega Blocks. Those will probably just go to the shops for a nice gift for a young child. Just a vintage ball jar. A nice London Fog leather jacket. That'll probably be an eBay item or maybe the shop's. And then just a couple bags here. We've got a Dockers bag, looks pretty brand new, and a Land's End canvas bag. And a couple other just small items on the table here. And a cooler, some milk crates, and a little child's toy there. All right, so just kind of wrapping up, Dan and I spent about $22 today on everything, and he probably spent another $11 or so when he took a trip without me earlier this week, so about $35 total, and we will definitely get much more than that between our different venues. So we appreciate you watching. Please like and subscribe to Rethink Antique for some more haul videos.